And good morning. Welcome to another Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin Hastings, Chip Carter, Tom Sinafani, and Terry Reinhardt. And Tom's not here today, so we have Zach Mayhew with us this morning on KTC Broadcasting. We're always enjoying our McDonald's of Cherryville breakfast provided every Saturday morning. We want to thank them for that. I'm about to start on my sausage biscuit and chocolate milk. What did y'all have this fine morning?
Good morning, JP.
Good morning.
Oh, for the folks listening and watching at home, you should be able to hear us smoothly on the radio. On the video, our cameras have glitched. I think we had some lighting or something. Our cameras are acting a little funny, but we're gonna get those. Chip, I just gotta update yours. No, who's missing? Terry's face? Is that who's missing? Let's move Terry over here. But good morning, everybody. Zach Mayhew in today again. Well, we might as well make him permanent. Y'all three are just rotational. Chip and Terry is here today. Tom's out this morning, so he's on he's from Ohio, so he's probably in Myrtle Beach somewhere. But anyway, good morning, everybody. What did you have? I had an egg and cheese biscuit working on a strawberry banana smoothie here. McDonald's of Cherryville is our sponsor. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Especially go see them after the ball games here in Cherryville. Post 100. They play tonight. Good time to go by McDonald's before or after the game. Chip, what you enjoying this morning?
I am enjoying my sausage and egg biscuit with an orange juice. Thank you.
And I had a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin with a hash brown. Fantastic.
I had my jelly biscuit today, so thank you, JP.
You're welcome.
Now Terry's set up. I still don't know what's going on with the teams. It's definitely a monitor problem. Yeah. But anyway, good morning, everybody. If you're listening on 92.9 FM, just got through listening a little racing. And then we do that here as well, cover a little NASCAR. Also NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, a little golf, and, of course, college sports as well. So we're going to get into all of that today. We'll be on from 8 to 10:15. If you can't stay with us the whole time, you can go back and watch the replays later on YouTube and Rumble. We're live on Rumble this morning, and we're looking forward to today's show. We've got a little NASCAR and other news, and to get into. Miss Terry last week, and I think I had some older stuff that I'm going to get to at some point.
I think I've missed a few weeks now on account of rain messing up schedules, and for the first 2 weeks that I wasn't here.
Well, Terry, they're looking for. The talk has been about finding new, the younger audience for NASCAR. What channels are they on and everything else. This one I don't know anything about, and JP probably can maybe able to answer for us more than anyone, to be honest. So we're going to see. JP, do you play Fortnite?
No. I have heard that I need to get on there because apparently there's something on it compared to Star Wars.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I've heard.
So now that you say that, how about inside the game, Terry, you can take your character and go to a drive-in theater and watch the NASCAR race on the theater inside the game with your character. So this is a way now that you're trying to reach the younger audience is actually watching a NASCAR race,
the live
inside
NASCAR,
a live game,
like the actual NASCAR race that's going on at that moment.
Yes.
Huh.
This is only for the kids that's in your back seat, so they can have something to do while you watch the whatever movie that you've come to watch. So the people in the front are going to watch the movie while their kids play some kind of a game.
Terry, you're not getting what I'm saying.
That's to me, that's how it should be.
Okay, but you're not getting what this is. They're playing the game. That's their character.
That is a game.
See the stormtrooper here.
I see him
in those cars.
So he's going inside the game, and inside the game, he's watching the race. Inside the game as his character.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no real cars. There's no anything. This is a kid watching the NASCAR race sitting on his couch instead of actually watching Fox channel or the TNT broadcast. They're watching the TNT broadcast from inside Fortnite.
That's actually pretty. The only real thing in this clip is the race.
Right.
That's pretty impressive.
Right.
I like how the stormtroopers carrying around UNC Charlotte's pickaxe.
So this is so they're working on this for the Daytona 500 coming up next year, actually. So live in-game event. The goal is to engage a younger generation, broadcasting the race flag to flag, commercial free.
Looks like they've already got it figured out.
So you can, if you don't want to watch commercials and you have Fortnite, you can watch the race commercial free in Fortnite. The kids can.
They'll figure out how to put commercials in that thing.
Well, they'll be down in the corner, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But
make some money.
there you go, Terry. So you ever think you could log on to, like, it's basically like logging into Madden and having, your draw. Well, I'm gonna draw back.
You'd be Barry
Wait a minute,
Sanders.
did you hear what he said?
I'm gonna be Barry Sanders,
Well,
yeah, and then I'm gonna go watch the highlights up on the screen.
Did you-
at
It's on the
halftime.
Jumbotron.
I don't know. It's just there you go.
Did you hear what he said?
Are you excited about this, Terry?
Do you figure you could? Answer is no.
Well, I'll say this. I was listening to a podcast this week. Bill Jr. was talking about Days of Thunder. Y'all got to see any of that?
They're actually talking about doing a sequel.
Yes, and he was saying, and I don't know. I was a little younger then. I mean, when it came out, I was like maybe 14ish, I think, something like that. But super popular movie. I know me and Kevin loved it. And he said it saved NASCAR. That was Dale's Jr.'s thing. He said he got so many fans flocking to watch it. He said he thought if they done 2, that they could get this next generation possibly in same way they did Days of Thunder 1. So.
He knows the business better than I do. I'm
He does.
surprised to hear him say that.
But he was young too, though. You got to think Dale was young too at that time.
He actually also said this week they asked his dad to play the Russ Wheeler role.
Ah,
And he said, Dad's not an actor. It would have been a catastrophe.
Was
And
it,
they should be-
was it
shouldn't
Russ
have-
Wheeler or was it
Rowdy Burns.
Rowdy Burns?
Yeah, Rowdy Burns.
Yeah, Michael Rooker's character.
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
That's his
he was
based on
supposed to.
Earnhardt.
Yeah, he was supposed to play that character, and they basically he told him no. They actually had he had a 1 hour meeting with Tom Cruise at his house about it.
Wow.
He told him no, and Junior said it's a good thing. He said his daddy would have messed that up. Speaking of that, so in 1981, I got a nice little photo from me back in the day. How about Dale Jr., Neil Bonnet, and Richard Petty, Tim Richmond, and Glenn Jarrett? Little drivers the drivers play the Daytona's businessmen and charity basketball game. Drivers lost 28-25. I think ever since then, some of the drivers took it serious and haven't lost much. But check out
cut on blue jeans.
Senior's outfit to play basketball in, Terry, was a trucker hat and some jean shorts he borrowed from Daisy Duke. Did he take those off Catherine Bach, Zach?
I don't know. Neil Bonnet was back there looking like a bodybuilder.
At least he's got some Umbros on back there. Yeah, he's stout. Bonnet looks like he's ready to box somebody out.
What
But
about
I don't know. Terry,
Tim Richmond had to have convinced them to do that.
Terry, I don't know if I'm swinging the ball to Dale Senior looking like that.
Listen, now Kevin,
He probably went through his 5 fouls.
Yeah, that's why.
unless he's like one of the old legends that we had to play when we were kids, and they could shoot one from
No,
up
I
under
don't
their
believe
leg
it. I don't
and
believe
hit something crazy every time. It was funny.
You shouldn't have shirts on that are tight around you. You can't even move.
It
man.
wasn't the shirt that was tight.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know.
I mean, they are some shirts, and then them shorts. I mean, come
And
on.
then them shorts.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he didn't have on the bike. You know what I'm talking about, the bike brand.
Oh, yeah.
Coach
God.
and shorts.
Coach and shorts.
It might have been just before that time, just a little bit.
Oh my God.
All right, so we like to have a little fun here. How about some tempers flaring on Saturday Night Racing? This is from Port Royal Speedway. Let's check this out. Terry, you ever seen them go backwards at each other?
Oh boy, that's no, not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see.
You hear the guy in the background?
What'd he say?
I'm
You're like,
just
oh, we got
tired
a
of
problem.
this call.
Derby here
That's what
in
we do on a
turn
PlayStation, there,
4.
Kevin.
Right.
At least there's other guys, so I'm getting out of the way.
Oh, he's at
car,
the cars
and
now.
it's game on from there. Red flag is gonna wave. We're gonna stop these cars. As we
Yeah. All right. Have you ever watched figure eight racing? Sometimes it goes bad. How about you?
That's awesome.
Wow, what a hit that was. Holy
It's a
cow.
Slinger Speedway
That was as
figure
hard a
eight
hit
racing.
as I
You
have
think
ever
somebody wouldn't have
seen
figured
here.
that might happen?
Somebody's going to either have to slow down or speed up.
This ain't even.
Oh!
Neither one of them did.
Wow, what a hit that was.
There's only like 10 cars on the
Holy
track, it looks
cow.
like.
I don't know if I
That
would
was
ever
as hard
sign
a
up to
hit
do
as I
that.
have ever seen here.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you? I'm not even getting in a car
No.
to do that.
Yeah, that's just,
That's figure eight demolition derby
that's
racing.
Russian
Yeah,
roulette.
that's-
That's what that
that's-
is, and
that's
and
something
they just lost.
Yeah.
So,
Sign this paper. If you die, yeah,
We're not liable.
that's right.
all right. How about, Zach, since you're here, you're going to like this one. Somerset. Where's that at? Is that New Jersey?
Oh gosh.
Find it for me.
Yep.
All right. So, this is, when the summer's going good, guys, when you get to, jump through a fountain.
Somerset, Kentucky.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, seen those. Make a comment after he does it.
Nice.
Did y'all see the end of the video?
Yeah, he about kills the kid's
He
camera
about
guy.
kills the cameraman because he's inside the barricade.
Yeah, idiot.
What an idiot. Yeah, you're exactly
I ain't
right.
blaming the driver.
It could have been a really bad day.
Yeah.
And that is not a real Dodge Charger, so everybody knows because everybody's having a fit because they're tearing Chargers up. That is a Crown Vic that has been made to look like a General Lee.
Who cares if it was a Dodge? Who's whining about if it's a Dodge Charger? How many did they wreck in the movie? Wasn't it like 100 or something?
I think it was 300. I think it was 300.
They were shooting them off like the hot rod racers where you wind them up and take
You
them
watch some of the
off.
clips, you can see even in the clips that they're dented and everything
Well,
else when they're doing
They
the.
were talking. I remember seeing they were talking about they couldn't land them. They were bouncing and all
Yeah.
over the place and everything, so they couldn't land them. So they just started shooting them without like the stunt driver because the stunt drivers couldn't hold on to it. So
During the filming of the Dukes of Hazzard, an estimated 300
I
to
thought it was 325.
325
I told you, I was pretty close.
Dodge Chargers were destroyed while portraying a General Lee.
Yep. They originally wanted another car for the show, and they wound up choosing the General Lee, I believe, because it was produced they had more of them. But
You know Bubba Watson has a General Lee, don't you?
He does.
all right, Terry. What about? Let's see. This is my next one for
Or he
you.
did at least. I don't know if he,
he
still
still
got
does.
it.
He does.
Oh, where I lost it.
John Snyder did too, but his wife stole it or took it in a divorce proceeding.
So big wreck in Atlanta
He
this
didn't put up a
weekend.
fight for that.
Big wreck in Atlanta this past weekend. In fact, it was so big,
How big was it?
12 minutes long is the video of when you take all the cars and their onboard cameras in the wreck. So we can just let this play in the background while we talk about the race because it's 12 minutes long.
This was like last Saturday night, right? This was Saturday. Yeah, I thought so. I seen that. It was crazy.
That's another
Wasn't it Atlanta? It was Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Atlanta.
Terry,
But I
what's your
love
favorite
it.
race?
I love it. Yeah, I love the race. But right there in that wreck, there was 26
Oh, it
cars.
was
Was
the whole field.
Yeah, 26 cars were messed up.
Jimmy raced last week, Kevin.
No, 12 minutes of wreckage in one wreck. One wreck. You take all the onboard cameras and the people are talking about, am I sick for just watching this whole video? And
Is there something wrong with me?
yeah, it's just wild, big old wreck. There's the Wendy's car going around, and of course it wrecks.
All
Yeah, going around. Big Wendy's are going, where's the beef?
Yeah.
right in your
So-
rear view mirror, pal.
So this don't happen much, and there was a controversy about this, but Terry, they ran out of wreckers.
That's all.
Yeah,
Some cars
mean,
are stuck
imagine-
on the track, and then there's a line to get back in the thing. Guys were trying to get back in the race, see if their cars are okay. Some just have flat tires, and they were talking about, well, who's first priority? It's just whoever the record goes to. There is no like hey, you wrecked first, I'm going to you first type thing. So so that was the actual line to get into back in the haulers and had the race stopped up.
This might be a little OCD, but in a situation like that, should there be some formal procedures for who the wrecker goes to, especially if the wreck? Because based on what we've talked about recently,
they black flag it there, Terry. Or I mean, red
Yeah,
flag?
it was stopped.
Okay.
It was stopped twice.
Okay.
But like if from what we've heard, and like Kyle Busch talked about early in the season, if the wrecker comes and gets you and you can't move under your own power, like you're out, or you have to go behind the wall for a certain amount of time, don't you?
Yeah.
So I mean, if the wrecker, if whether the wrecker gets to you or not plays a role in whether you can go back out, shouldn't there be some formal procedures or guidelines?
I don't think your time limit starts until they get you back.
Okay, well, but I mean,
and I think it all should be where they take them all back. If there's that many in it, nobody should even be working on the car until they're all back there.
But they would have to, and like you said, they did that to last week. But do they red flag it every time?
Every wreck.
And I know it's a major wreck like that, but they don't red flag every single wreck though.
No.
I mean, I guess there's got to be there needs to be a procedure there needs to be steps in place if so many cars are involved. We automatic red flag so that nobody, because you're gonna have some people that the time doesn't start till they get behind the wall, but you're gonna have other cars sitting out there waiting to get towed in. They're gonna be falling multiple laps down while they're waiting.
I think you just need to find tow mater.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Get them in.
Yeah.
Well, so I just lost it. They're in Chicago this week.
Chase got his first win last week, didn't he? For
He
the
did.
season.
They're not
They
doing a
did.
road course this week, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Elliott won last week. First win of the season. And
That Van Gisberg will be up here. at the front.
Well, guess who CBS has as their favorite?
Well, what I'm saying, man, it's so simple. We're making this so simple every week now that it's hard to watch.
Yeah, it's horrible when a really good driver that you know who's going to actually outdrive everybody else on a road course.
he hates it.
Or you think y'all feel like they're gimmicking some stuff up?
No.
No.
Nah,
Terry wants to
I'm not
accidental
even
wins.
gonna get in that conversation. I mean, I don't know what happened to Kyle last week. He was dead last, and when they started him back, he ended up being almost like 25 seconds behind, and then another wreck or something happened. Anyway, caution come back out, and he comes in. They start him back up, and then he falls back again to about 18th, and I'm like, he's getting better. But, because he's not falling as far back, they're working on his car. Then the last time they got him, and he gets back up there, and he's running about 12th to 14th. And I'm sitting here like, okay, he's got this thing running. But then all of a sudden he starts falling back again. And then he ends up finishing, my God, 20th, 21st, something like that. But, maybe you got a bad set of tires. You got something that was not good because they had worked on your car this whole race last week to get it better. And then on the last time, you start falling back again. So I don't know whether it was bad tires or whether something happened to his car that he could not compete because he kept coming forward in the race.
I set in for you last week, Terry, and I took
You did.
Kyle.
I heard
The next
that.
time I set in for you, I'm taking Ross Chastain because that was a terrible pick.
Ross Chastain.
Your favorite driver, man.
Yeah, I think he finished near the back. Did he
Kyle's only
not?
got one top 5 finishes. What year?
Not in your truck. He's in the front
He's
of
like
your
the
truck.
Braves.
Well,
Yeah.
we talked odds last week, and Tom brought up Keselowski ended up finishing second in the race, and I brought up Eric
Yep.
Jones. He finished fifth in the race. So there's
Like I said, down there anybody can win it. I like it. I like that type of racing.
They like Atlanta. Most of the drivers like Atlanta. It's one of their favorites. I enjoyed that Chicago race 2 years ago when it was raining. If you remember when all of them was hitting hard in that corner, I thought that was great.
it might rain today. It rained last year. It's rained every time there so far. So you may see
This is
some
the last
more
one,
of that.
right?
Is it in Chicago or Seattle?
Am I
See,
correct?
Supposedly, it's the last scheduled one. So you
Yeah.
don't know what they're going to come up with
Good.
next.
Be the last scheduled one forever.
I want to see. I want to see the 485 500.
That would be
yes. 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 That's like the old what's the racetrack that you unlocked on the NASCAR Tiburon Raceway?
Yeah.
That you could only race backwards, but it was like you basically just like there was no brake even when you're in the turn. Your car doesn't slow down. You basically just accelerating even in the turns. It's so big.
Now, Kevin, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd like to see that.
What, the 485?
That's right.
That would,
That's right. Charlotte, there's you something.
I mean, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about Atlanta and getting up in Spaghetti Junction?
That'd be better than running around the Coliseum.
Or what's the track around Raleigh? What's the name of it? Whatever it is. Yeah.
How many miles is 485?
Well, I'll tell you the best race that
18?
would ever be is the Blue Ridge Parkway 500.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Somebody would die.
Lordy.
Somebody would die.
Right now,
Yeah.
if it starts raining, you might lose a car or two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey,
40
Yeah, and going
got
through
hit again the other
tunnels.
day.
think about the I'm talking about the viewing of that race, because you'd have to do a lot of like drone or helicopter coverage too along the race, going down the parkway.
Holy moly.
Asheville to Boone,
Just shy of 67.
Oh, wow.
Asheville to Boone NASCAR race. That's what I want on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Hey, listen, if you can't keep it on the corners, it's not my
67
fault.
miles.
67, 45 all the way around.
How about
I
that?
bet everybody from Florida wrecks, Terry. That's a mountain joke. Chip got it because he went to school in Irwin.
I think we should
90% of the wrecks in the mountains are somebody from the Florida tag.
If we're gonna do the Blue Ridge Parkway, we should do a special off year, or like in the winter time when it's cold. We should do the Road to Hana 500. That's in Hawaii. That would be somebody would die.
Well, Terry says he can get from his house to Boone in like 23
Yeah, I
minutes.
know.
So I want to see Kyle, I want to see that race.
Just have
Couldn't
Kyle-
say 23
Just
no
have Kyle
minute.
draft off of you.
I said 45. Yeah, more
Yeah, we're
like
going to see the 321, 300. There you go.
That's a 321. It's not the speed limit,
That's
Terry.
after he gets a new set of tires for his truck.
Yeah. First he's got to get the tires.
Listen,
all you got to do is coast down.
I was about to say, he's talking about down. He's neutral in that. That's what he's talking about. He ain't going up that fast. He's going up in an hour. He's coming down in 45.
You just coast, let it go, buddy.
Yeah, you can. You know what you're doing. All right, practice this morning, 10:30 for the Xfinity race. Qualifying is at 11:30. Practice for the Cup Series is at 1. Qualifying at 2. The Xfinity Series race at 4:30 today. The Loop 110, 4:30. You can check that out. Let's go to tomorrow's times and schedules. 2 p.m. Race start here. KTC Broadcasting. We'll have coverage of the Grant Park 165. Chip, what were the odds on favorites besides Van Gisbergen?
Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott,
Kyle Larson.
Alex Bowman.
You had the first two right.
You know,
Shane, then Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs,
there's
Tyler
no way
Reddick,
Ty gives up there.
Chase Elliott, William Byron, Alex Bowman.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can name them, but I wouldn't have put Gibbs in there.
Tell you what's wrong with that. You could name the favorites in the Daytona 500 and any other race.
Will Brown and Chris Busch are around out the top
Different
10.
style. Like
I named Eric Jones in the last race and he came in 5th.
like Dale Jr. You
Because
know
I
was
knew
gonna
he's
do
going to
good.
do good in the drafting.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like Dale Jr. You knew he was going to do good in the draft races.
No.
Everybody just got a little different niche in the way they like to run their cars.
Next week they're at Sonoma. Terry loved that one too.
Yeah, back
and then,
to back.
Then
Way to go.
Dover, and then the Indianapolis Brick Speedway for the Brickyard 400. All right, we'll be back here in just a few moments. We've got Major League Baseball, a bunch of news in that. We've got Charlotte Hornets news, a bunch of moves this week. We've got some Panthers and other NFL news and notes as well. And we got to talk about those. Tom's got the gambling problem. It's
That's
leaked.
why he's not here.
Wait a minute, it's leaked into his baseball team.
Oh.
So
Oh, yeah.
gambling and cheating amidst
Yeah.
in Cleveland. We'll be back. KDCBroadcasting.com.